Good morning, Rumble Studios. Oh, what do we got? Got a feedback. Okay, that's on the phone. I know that's on the phone. So we'll plug this in. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have any? Do we have any echo? Nope, no echo. So we're good. Let's check our sound here. Yep. Okay, our sound is good. Okay. And again, good morning, Rumble Studios. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on uh, Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X, Kick, and now Facebook Live. We're on Facebook. I'm seeing it right here now. We're back up on that on the public Facebook. The real Fireman Rich, I believe. Yes. Fireman Rich. It's the real Fireman Rich. And I'm a little off kilter here. I don't even have the overlight high. I just got this light on, but lighting's pretty good right now. When I take a break, I'll turn the dining room light, or when the missus comes in, the light will get a little bit better. But the light is fine right now. We are getting our day started on this 11.27.2024. Current time is 05:49 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. And we're starting early this morning. Yeah, I got up a little early and about 4:45, and I started setting things up. So we got an early start right at about 1:15 here. So we're well into it. We're off to a good start here. I'm a little cautious about my sound because last night I got just before dinner actually, and then all last evening I got really sidetracked. I thought my sound board here, the Behringer 802, just stopped working, and I took all the cables off, and I've taken the back out to see if I can get inside, but then I got the backside of the panel and stuff, so it's like, okay, so right just before dinner was being put down, I'm looking for another 802, and very hard to find a USB one, but they have the regular one that I have that I've had for, I guess, since the Blab days, so it's over 10 years, and I got it right at the end of the Blab days. And we were talking about Blab yesterday, and my good friend Barbara, I knew her from the Blab days. There's the Blab owl. That's to indicate that. And it worked fine there and stuff. And I have it hooked up to the iPad Mini and stuff. But all the cables, and I wasn't getting any sound. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So it took me a good part of the evening there just to get squared away. And it sounds pretty good from what I hear. We're on the Facebook. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Let's check it on the X Live. So I have to relearn my levels again, I guess, on the thing for the microphone, and the microphone sounds good. And let's see. Yep, microphone sounds good. And actually, I almost think there was an improvement because after I got it set up and I finally got some good audio, I ended up playing a game of PUBG Battlegrounds last night. And you know what? The sound was like crisp. I could hear. There's an individual I play with that lives over in the UK. We play squads, and we team up and stuff like that. And he was always taught, you got to get a good pair of headphones. I think in my case, I just had to, whatever I did last night, knock the cobwebs out of it, so the sound is better. But it's a little, the one channel that I used to use for the PC is no longer there. It's just directly directed in, and I have a go between because this Behringer 802 is not a USB, so I have this thing called a Behringer UFO 202, where I plug all the cables. I used to only have one set of 2 plug cables. Now I have 4 plugs, so it's in and out, going from the Behringer 802 to the computer. And Let's see. I want to see if I can hear this. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Okay, let me. So this is the sound coming from the. Let me turn that down just a tad. I'm listening to two things at once here, but we're gonna go ahead and do a moo cow from the iPad Mini. Okay, just sent it. Let me send it one more time. So that's a test. We're going to listen to it and stuff and see what happens. I'm listening. Okay, that sound comes in. Okay, so I still have my. Okay. Okay, it's not over. And the thing is, it's not overbearing. So that's a good thing. Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl. How you doing, Tina? Glad to have you here. And plus the music, I ended up having to bring it in. I brought it in on the um, Rumble Studio side. I used the thing there. Good morning, Tina, our Jersey girl. Oh, you heard the moo. Okay, that's good to know because I think before you came in here, I was explaining about how moo. And let's see, I waited for that cow on Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, Tina. You mean Monday? I think I did have it on Monday. I use that for my audio side. I waited for that cow on Monday or Wednesday. Okay. But that's coming in from the iPad Mini. I ended up, I thought I had a broken soundboard last night, Tina, and I was in a frenzy. Oh, last Wednesday football. Oh, that's right. I forgot it. Yes, you're right. You are corrected. Yeah, you were waiting for it. So you do listen to it. Okay, but see, that's wired in differently. I have a direct wire from the iPad Mini that's into the secondary mic, the plug, where before it used to come in straight into the soundboard. So this is going to be a little bit. I got to get used to the sound levels, but it sounds like the levels are. Is my sound pretty good, Tina? Is there any difference? Is it clearer? Is it better on a scale to 1 to 10? What is it at right now for you? If you can give me some feedback on that. Because I ended up going live. Well, I kept a pre-sent picture of me on last night. I went on live for about 20 minutes, listening to some sound and stuff. That's been deleted. But how's my sound? From what I'm hearing on the all the it's better. Oh, is it better? Really? Okay, so my premise was right last night when I went into. See, I played PUBG Battlegrounds last night, and I noticed that the sound was better here. So maybe I got the plugs after 10 years. I got the plugs in right. Smoother. Oh, okay. So maybe you're actually hearing a good sound coming off the mic, this microphone. It's actually performing the way it has been. Okay, so okay, if I could show you, I can't show you, but like I said, between the Behringer 802, the soundboard with all the dials and stuff, the mechanism I have is because it's not a USB. So to get the USB capability, I had to buy this this Behringer UFO 202. I haven't said Behringer UFO 202 in like 8-9 years. But I'm using all the connections, the inputs, outputs. So maybe that's why it's smoother. There's a cleaner line. So okay, I just have to get used to. I could still use my. Let me see something. I'm going to do a test here. I'm going to do another test. Stand by. Let's see. Let's see what we do here. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. I turned down the volume where I can't hear myself talking to the microphone, and I'm still talking. Okay, I could still use the iPad Mini. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. I can hear it. And Tina says that I'm a lot smoother, so that's good. Don't touch buttons or plugs. No, the thing is the plugs. The dials I have to get used to because it's a little bit of a change. Not much, but there is a change as far as the what I'm doing, Tina. So I won't touch the plugs. I think this was for the better last night. Then okay, so even when I'm in my I'm thinking I'm screwing things up, I'm actually making it for the better. And it was time. I had to dust the thing off, so I had to take all the cables out and dust it off and stuff like that. So okay, we're good, and we have the morning coffee, which is another good thing here for a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And we're happy to be here as far as that goes. So I was a little worried because you should have seen this desk. There was wires all over the place. Freaking. So that's a good thing. That's good. Okay. So that brings that in. That's good. Okay. So I'm starting to like this setup. I'm starting to feel comfortable. So thank you for that input, Tina. That gives me reassurance that I'm not just talking and you can't hear me. I think that's my, broadcasting. As long as I've been doing this, and I'm just an amateur, not even an amateur. I do this for fun for the people that are watching this, and for hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. It's fun to do. And also what's fun to do is doing the audio. I forgot to mention, this is day number 27 for NaPodPoMo, the Audio Month Challenge. For those folks that are listening on the Spotify for Podcaster or Spotify for Creators, now it's called. And they're the people that are listening can't see this, but I'm holding up a card that has napodpomo.org. That's the webpage. You can check it out, please. And you do hashtag NaPodPoMo. I post my audio over there on X, which used to be Twitter, and that's my mainstay for social media. And X is king, but that's where you do 30 audios in the month of November, and I'm doing mine one a day, and I'm counting the broadcasts that I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Rumble for the morning coffee. And good morning, Thamer. Thamer coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Glad to have you here. And so it's NaPodPoMo Day 27. It's the original Audio Month Challenge that's been going on for 17 years. I added another 10 years there. But 17 years this has been going on. I've been partaking of it off and on over the last, I'd say, 8 to 10 years. We used to do something like this back in the audio boo days, where we used to call them, we're doing booze. That's the audio. We nicknamed them booze. And there was a strong community, but it imploded. It went, people scattered, but there's still an audio challenge of some sorts. I used to take part of that one every year, but they moved it to June or July or something like that for one reason or the other. I got outvoted. I think there was only 3 votes, and there was 2-1. I think the one vote that I could have counted on, I think the person that maintains it wanted to move it anyway, so it didn't conflict with NaPodPoMo. But the NaPodPoMo is the original Audio Month Challenge, and on its 17th year, and that's I say congratulations to NaPodPoMo. So I post that up right after this broadcast. I download the broadcast here, and I upload it up there to Spotify for Creators, which is owned by Spotify. Before that, it used to be called Spotify for Podcasters, and then before that, it used to be the old Anchor app, but it's evolved to where it's a podcasting load up to Spotify for Creators. And then from Spotify for Creators, I go on Spotify and like 9 other different audio podcasts. So, and we've been averaging about 10 listens a day for this month for NaPodPoMo, which normally I'm between 5 and 10. Now it's like 10. It's steady at 10 plus. And I appreciate that. So I do like doing the audio. And any snow upstate? No, we only had one storm last week, Thamer. And that was only a dusting. I guess when it started, there was like barely any. But then later on in the morning, it picked up, and we had maybe a quarter of inch. It was all melted by the next day and stuff. But no, we're supposed to get some snow or rain tomorrow, and that makes me programming note. I will not be doing. I probably won't be doing an audio podcast, but I will be doing an audio. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I'll be with family and friends here. We're going up to Vermont overnight there, and then Friday I will not have a morning broadcast. Okay, so don't fret that there's something wrong. I will be doing an audio probably at an undisclosed location to post up there just to continue with the audio challenge. So that I'm not going to break. I'm not going to make up. I still have the capability. I'm going to have my phone, my mobile studio, as we used to call it back in the day, to be able to do audio. So just as a program note, I may come up live after we get home Friday. So we're on the road tomorrow, and tomorrow again, being Thanksgiving, it is a national holiday here in the United States, and it's the start of the holiday season. And as far as that goes, the turkey's going skiing in Vermont. Tamer says. No, I did. I skied Vermont once. I went to when I was in the service. I was stationed at Hanscom Field outside Boston, and we did make a ski. A bunch of us we made a ski trip up to. Um, I used to ski all the time up at Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire, but we went to Killington. Killington's a really renowned ski resort, and it was icy though. It was really icy, and but it was a beautiful and foggy. I didn't get the full scope of the mountain because there was a lot of fog, but we had fun. We had fun. We always had fun back then. It's just pack all the dumbass GIs in a van and go to the ski slope, and we come tumbling down. But I have skied Vermont once, and Vermont is a very beautiful state, and New Hampshire is, and Massachusetts. The whole Northeast is nice. Upstate New York is a little bit different, but the same as Vermont and New Hampshire with the woodland and stuff like that. And Maine is nice, but Maine has some nasty bugs. They got mosquitoes up there they could carry away. I remember taking a canoe trip up in Maine, and um, Colorado, I think, has ski. Oh yes, Colorado. Yes, they have a whole bunch of ski resorts. That's a good place to go skiing. They got some world class ski resorts, um, as far as that goes. So yeah, they get a lot of snow. I think they ski right well into the summer times. As far as that, because they're really at a higher altitude too, as far as that goes. So let's see. So my sound is good. That's encouraging. That is very encouraging. Let me see. Let's see. What do we have on? We have two folks on X Live. Thank you very much. We have. I'm not sure who's on Facebook. Let's see. Let me bring this Facebook up here on the main. The main. Okay, that's from the Facebook there. I just had to. Actually, I should just silence that tab. Let me mute that tab there. There we go. Okay, there we're on the. Okay, let's see. We went away here. Let me go back to Fireman Rich, the real Fireman Rich on the. Yeah, we're live. We're live on the Facebook here. Okay. We're live there, and then over on Kick we have nobody there, and let's see, we have 4 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 5 on Twitch. Thank you very much for the 5 folks on Twitch, and X, and we already did Kick. Okay, so we're off and running. That's good. Again, I got a new sound set up, so it's going to take me a couple broadcasts to get used to. I think I've got it settled. If I don't, like, I got to take. I'm going to make a little note there, Tina. I'm going to put it up there. Hey, Rich, you dumbass. Tina says, "Don't touch the plugs and buttons." I'll put a big sign up here. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Let me bring this back here. Okay, so okay, so yesterday I was broadcasting. I came up to do a test on the Facebook, uh, and it works. We're back. We're using connected with the Facebook, but no chat from the Facebook or X because Tony D was up yesterday afternoon when I was trying this. I got back from the dentist. I had a dental appointment yesterday, cleaning and stuff like that. So I got a chance to see my what do they call the people that clean their teeth? Nice girl though. I always see her every 6 months and stuff like that. As far as, and it's a great dental practice and stuff. I and one of the guys, when I was setting up an appointment, the guy, the individual, he's a full time streamer, hygienist. Thank you, T. That's a big word for me, hygienist. But the young guy that was the people that were at the desk, they were setting me up for just to confirm my appointment and giving me the paperwork and stuff, and got talking. I said yeah, I got up to yesterday morning. I did my podcast, and both of them, the younger people, they said, "Podcast? You podcast?" I said, "Yeah, I do that, and I live stream." The one individual, he goes, "Oh, I stream too. I'm a full. I used to be a. He said it used to be a full time streamer. I'm not going to mention his name right now, but he is a full time streamer. He's got quite the following and stuff like that. I was pretty impressed and stuff. And he's games. He's a gamer, so he's one of those many gamers. But he has like a freaking 100 times more subscribers than me. So, but. I followed him yesterday and stuff like that. I got to catch a couple of his broadcasts, and he's a good kid. Good kid. Very, very articulate and very, very polite and stuff like that, which I thought was really great. That's one of the reasons why I like going to this dental practice. Everybody is just like they want to work there. It's a younger generation that work there, the younger generation of doctors, but they all are fantastic. I mean, it just they're great, and as far as that goes, let's see. So yesterday, when I got back and I did the test and stuff like that, I think I thought yesterday I was only going to be on for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. I was on for an hour because was on there with an individual that I know back from the Blab days. Okay. And I have very, very fond memories from the Blab days. Better memories than Haps. Haps was good, but let's say Blab was the greatest, I think, as far as because it just broke all records as far as coming in the way they did. But the individual I was talking to is a very nice individual, Barb Tomlin, and Barb Tomlin is a let me see. I'm going to try and bring up her thing here. Stand by for a minute, folks. Let's see. Yeah, Barb is. She's over on X at Barb TUSA, and she's an entrepreneur. Yeah, I know she's an entrepreneur. She's a very nice person. Crowdfunder, catalyst, small business advocate, geek, artist, avatar handler, eco developer, researcher, eco development researcher, marketing. She gets into marketing. She's one of those people. So, it's just, but she's a nice lady. She's a good person because we're on the same page as far as saying God bless America. So and she's a digital nomad. And she's a balloonist. She gets in. She hops into those hot air balloons. I don't think she's done it recently, but we had a great conversation yesterday. And I left that test Facebook test broadcast up on the on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and it's over there on X Live too. So do give her a follow and a check out of her X page there on at Barb TUSA. So it's BARB TUSA, and she's a very, very great. She she's just a fantastic lady. So I'm very appreciated to get reconnected with her. So that was a big plus, and that's back under the old configuration of my soundboard here. So let's see, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're doing good on the okay. Let's see, let's get cranking here. Let's see, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's about 37 degrees Fahrenheit. 37 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to check. It equates to 2.7 degrees Celsius. So it's still dark out. We have our front porch green light on, and I see my neighbor has their green light on. The green light indicates we're thinking about the veterans that are out there serving, and the veterans that have served, and those that aren't with us anymore, as far as that goes. Because November was Veterans Day, November 11th. So I take this whole month thanking all veterans, both current, present, and ones that are no longer with us. They're still in our hearts. Let's see. Mostly cloudy today, cloudy skies, high of 47 degrees. It was cold yesterday. The sun was out, but it was cold. Winds out of the west by southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I didn't walk yesterday. I made the excuse. I went to the dentist, and it's too cold out now. Didn't feel like walking, so we took the day off. We're going to go out for a walk today. We can't skip 2 days in a row. Sun will be rising this morning at 7:11. So that's in about at 6:14 right now. So in about 57 minutes. 57 minutes, the sun will be rising because it's still pretty dark out there, as you can see. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Okay, so my stomach is growling. Okay, you hear my stomach with my new sound setup? Sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York, 7:11 a.m. And will be setting at 4:37 p.m. later, and it drops like a rock. It drops solid. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:15, clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:15 p.m. or no, 4:15 a.m. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. Cloudy skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit at 5:15 a.m. In New York City, the jungle, as I like to call it, New York City at 6:15 a.m. It's 6:15 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York also. Clear skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond, let's see. Tina says we donated. Let me post this. Oh, you donated 2 boxes of stuff to the vets yesterday. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that, Tina. And Tina is saying, as far as the weather down there in central New Jersey, where she's at, our Jersey girl, 33 degrees Fahrenheit right now in New Jersey, 55 for the high there in central New Jersey. Thank you for that weather update, and thank you for the donations, Tina, to the veterans. Appreciate that. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, Cork, Ireland at 11:16 a.m. Clear skies, clear and sunny, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, though, is that snow or rain? It's white. I think they got snow in Milan. 12:16 p.m., which is lunchtime. Mangia in Milan, Italia. 52 degrees. No, it can't be snow. It's 52 degrees. So it's because that's not freezing. So it's got to be rain. Swinging on the Kuala Lumpur at 7:17 p.m. It's raining. See, now that rain is white or blue, where in Milan it's white. So they might be having a mixture. In Kuala Lumpur at 7:17 p.m. in their early evening, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 8:17 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in Australia, the great continent and country, and great friend and ally to the United States. In Melbourne, Australia at 10:17 p.m. in the evening. Cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Swinging over to Sydney to the east, it's a little bit warmer at 10:17 p.m. Also in Sydney, cloudy skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're 10 plus degrees. Hey, Big Juice, how are we doing there, my friend? How are you doing? We have Big Juice in the house, and he says, "Oh, Rich, tomorrow's the big day, so don't eat anything tonight." You too, Big Juice. Coming in, that's Steve coming in from Ohio. Glad to have you, Steve. Glad to have you here. Coming in on the Twitch side. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be eating a lot. I don't eat that much. I have a full plate, but I don't gorge like I used to. Back when I was single and stuff like that, and in the Air Force, I would have 2 or 3 plates of Thanksgiving dinner. I think I don't eat that much as I used to. I can't afford it. I don't need the extra weight. But tomorrow I will have my good portion of turkey, stuffing, and all the others. I might even try that. I don't do it every Thanksgiving, but I try the cranberry sauce. The missus made some cranberry sauce at the beginning of this month, and it was homemade cranberry sauce. It wasn't bad. I like the cranberry sauce in the can where it comes out. That's what you're getting tomorrow. Oh, is that what we're getting tomorrow? Okay. That was the missus, and she's listening. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, God, that's good. Oh, let's see. So those are world times and temperatures as I speak. And this has turned out to be better than expected. I thought I was going to have all sorts of glitches. So I think I knocked everything out last night with the sound. I'm still a little leery of the sound as far as that goes. Let me check the Facebook here. Yeah, the sound is good. And okay, our thought for the day comes from the 32nd president of these here United States of America, and that is Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was known as FDR, and was the 32nd president and served from 1933 until his death in 1945, the longest serving U.S. president. He is the only president to have served more than 2 terms, and a president can only serve 2 terms. And probably because of the president-elect, there's a lot of people thinking, thank God, we'll just have to put up with him. But all cases, I think there's the polls, the CBS poll I posted up saying that people are liking what they're seeing. So, from CBS, 67%. So there got to be some Democrats on this side. So, you know what? Maybe you can't change the election. Though some people say the last one, some people tried, but I disagree with that. I think it was just people trying to execute their freedom of speech. You can't change it. It's going to, and it was a smooth trend. Well, it could have been smoother. It was just a big, after every election, there's always people that gather down in Washington, D.C. When they have noticed that there's going to be a large amount of people, you would figure the dumbasses that are in charge down there, security, they would have more people on, especially when you have thousands of people visiting that place, which happens, and it's been happening on the pace. It passed in Washington, but because of that one thing, I guess, and there's some, I don't know. We'll find out. I put it in the category of who shot John F. Kennedy and stuff like that. The conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But anyway, Franklin Delano Roosevelt is our thought for the day. And Thammer saying good morning to Tina. Tina saying good morning to Steve. And let's see. So Franklin Delano Roosevelt's quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. So what the hell does that mean? Well, you don't fall into the abyss. Yeah, you don't fall into the attic. The missus is listening to me. No, the meaning of that, I think oh, here it is. I thought I had it. What the hell is it? Where the hell is it? I thought I had that. Let's see. Hang on for a minute. Let's see. Um, I like it. Don't look back. Yeah, you don't. It's good to glance back once in a while, Tina, but you don't want to. Uh, Let me see. Where's that page? I thought I had that up here. Is it there? No, I guess I. Okay, hang on for a minute, folks. Hey, Ted Hicks is in the house. How you doing, Ted? Glad to have you here. Yeah, when you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on it. The actual meaning for this is, and I had the page up here. Let's see, Ted Hicks. Let me get Ted Hicks's comment in here. Let's see. And Big Juice saying good morning to Ted, and Tina saying good morning. And let's see, Ted says, good morning, Fireman Rich, Mrs. Rich. Ted says, good morning. You beat Tony there. And he's saying everybody in the chat there, Tina, Thammer, and Big Juice. Dolby Atmos sounds. It's real crisp on my phone. Really? Ted, I had I was tearing my hair. I'm thinking, oh, geez, I'm not going to be able to do the broadcast. I thought I had a bad soundboard, right? And oh, I forgot to tell you all what I'm looking at it, and I move it over here, and I plug it in, and I'm plugging in. How come there's no power? Maybe it's a power thing. And then I put it down, and after dinner, I'm looking at it again, and I'm like, okay, or no, we're sitting down for dinner. We have the TV on, so I go to turn the TV. It doesn't come on. And usually there's a red light on for power, and they indicate there's no power. And wait a minute, there's no power. And that power strip I have coming over here. This is where it sits. It sits over here on this side of the desk. So I come over here, and I'm plugging, and I'm looking down, and the surge protector, it wasn't on. I turned the surge protector on. I plug it in. The thing works. It lights up. So actually, I must have turned off the surge protector yesterday, and I plugged. And so I thought I had the plug set aside. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, how did I put? So I spent like 3 hours last night after dinner. I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to do. So the sound is crisper. Okay, I appreciate that feedback, Ted. That's good. Let's see. Big Juice says that must be the new iPhone with AI to experience. Too expensive. No, well, the thing is, Ted has listened to me enough where my audio before, I've had people say it was crappy, and Tina says I'm a lot better sound wise now, and I think I've listened to myself. Like if I listen to me talking, I've got this on the laptop is on the Facebook side. So when I listen to it, because I got the earbuds in, it's I'm starting to agree with you. So you guys are reassuring me. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Tina. That as far as the sound before, it's a little bit crisper and stuff. I'm still because I'm used to using the the third channel. The third channel is usually what I had reserved for this computer that I'm on. So, okay, the meaning. Let's get back to I got sidetracked here. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on it. What's the meaning of that? Well, when you feel like you've reached your limit in a difficult situation, which we all have, find something to hold on to, even if seems small. It seems small and preserved through it. Essentially, don't give up when things seemed hopeless. So it's just hanging on, and as far as that goes. And Tina, you're right. As far as what did you say? Yeah, don't look back. You don't want to look back. It's good to glance. I glance back at where your path of travel, but you should look back. Um, okay, I'll wait for Tina. Okay, we'll wait for you, Tina. We're standing by. Thank you for standing by. Well, there's ads right now on. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. That was only. I need to put this on the Twitch side. Let's go ahead and move that to the Twitch. Where's Twitch? We're standing by for Tina. Did that show up? Let's see. I don't know. Did that? Okay, let's see. There it goes. We're standing by. Let's see. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any. Tina should be back now. Let's see. As we're waiting for Tina, let me check on the Facebook side. We have 2 people on X. Okay, you're back. Okay, Tina. The meaning to our thought for the day: when you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. It means when you feel like you've reached your limit in a difficult situation, find something to hold on to, even if it seems small, and preserve through it. Essentially, don't give up even when things seem hopeless. Okay, so that's you're hanging on to that until the situation gets better. Okay, because we've all been in those situations. Like last night, I thought it was hopeless with the sound. So that's the meaning. You're no problem, Tina. And so there's our thought for day from the 32nd President Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. Our national day today, as far as that goes, as we're moving along here, is what do we have for the national day? I'm glad it started early because we're already at 45 minutes and stuff. Usually we're just cranking up to 13 minutes. Let's see. We have National Tie One On Day. Nah, the person's tying an apron. No. Jukebox Day. Do they still have jukebox day before Thanksgiving? No. Beef Jerky Day. Craft Jerky Day. No, that's for the people that we got hunting going on right now. So those I know when I was working at the day job, there's a couple people. This one individual in particular, he brought in some jerky from venison jerky. Oh my God, it was good. It was delicious. And but we're gonna go with this one, and I think Tina really liked this one. I like it too. National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. And Smoking Schizo, hey, my Air Force friend, how you doing, Smoking? Smoking Schizo's in the house. Morning, Rich, Air Force friend, prime grief. Hey, I beat you to it. You did, my friend. Smoking Schizo, my brother, veteran Air Force friend down there in Florida. We belonged to Civil Engineering Squadron when we're in. He was Power Pro. I was Fire Department. And he worked, I didn't. I just sat on my ass and drank coffee. And he is a broadcaster here. And go Prime Beef. I don't think anybody other than you and me really know the meaning of that. Smoking Schizo over there on Twitch there for our folks that are listening on the audio side on Spotify for creators. We're going to go with Bavarian Cream Pie. National Bavarian Cream Pie, which let's see, get the thing that comes up here. Get some coffee here in a little bit. That looks good. Of course, I'm going to be having the pumpkin or apple pie. I'm sure there's going to be pie for dessert tomorrow. Each year, November 27th, National Bavarian Cream Pie Day recognizes a pie that makes a grand entrance. This rich and delicious dessert is possible thanks to the French chef Marie Antoine Cremy. In the 19th century, Cremy established many of the French's cooking techniques still used today. He even gave credit for abolishing some practices from his kitchen. One dessert Cormier received credit for includes the creation of the Bavarian cream. Perhaps he didn't create it, but perfected the gelatin-based pastry cream. It's initially gourmet restaurants and luxury hotels served Bavarian cream pie in France in the 19th century. So that's a good one. Let's see, Rich, put a slice of strawberry cheesecake on your plate. It's going to be strawberry cheesecake. Oh, that sounds good. And Tina says, yes, thanks, Smoking. Oh, hey, Tina, hope you're having a good morning. Okay, yeah, we do hope you have a good morning, Tina, because you went through a gauntlet like this last week too. So you're here, so you're doing good. You're keeping me in line. So today is National Bavarian Cream Pie. Hashtag National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. They have a lot of it's a good pie to, but why waste it putting it in somebody's face? That's why you got shaving cream. Just put it in a pie pan and then hit them with the. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we did the audio podcast over there on Spotify for creators. That was our day 26 audio that we submitted for the NodPod Pomo. And this one yesterday has good, very interesting and special meaning to me because it talked about dementia. And any article that pops up in my feed about dementia and Alzheimer's, my grandmother's, she had Alzheimer's. My mother had Alzheimer's and dementia and passed away in that state, which is not a pretty state. But this article yesterday, it talked about the high levels of physical fitness, which when we get older, we should try and be physically fit. Like I shouldn't have been sitting on my ass and not walk yesterday, but a high physical fitness, physical fitness is linked to, this is another study because I've talked about other studies that link a lower dementia risk if you increase your physical fitness, especially for those that have genetic predispositions, which I'm taking predisposition is if you have it in your family, you may get it. So that's why I'm concerned. My grandmother had it. My mother had it. My father didn't have it. I could possibly get it. So it was a very good study. The uniqueness of this study was a Swedish study where they had 61,000 participants over 12 years. So they said that enhanced cardiorespiratory fitness could be a strategy when a patient has a higher genetic predisposition, meaning you're likely to have Alzheimer's disease. And researchers says it may be able to reduce the danger by up to 35%. So there could be a reduction. And what that is, Alzheimer and dementia, you have gray matter that builds up on your brain. So it lowers that threshold. So it was a very interesting article. And this study was done between 2009 and 2010. And the follow-up was 12 years later, where out of the 6,100 people, only 553 people were diagnosed with dementia. That's like 0.9% of the study. So right there's a good indication that increased physical fitness will help you. Smoking says you keep saying cream pie, and I won't be able to stop myself from making an inappropriate comment. No, okay, keep it. Yeah, let's just keep it clean. I know what you're talking about. Smoking. Oh my God, he's a riot. Okay, so that was yesterday for the audio podcast, the Morning Coffee audio podcast, which is a shorter version of this because we don't have the chat and stuff like that. Not to say it's a distraction. It's just for live stream, it's great because I can explain it to those people on the audio side. Big Shoe says, keep it clean. Rich's famous words. Yeah, sometimes I need to take my own advice sometimes, right? Because I know I slip a little bit with the choice words, as I call it, on the profanity side there. Well, it's the emotion. You say those words in emotion. Oddly enough, let's go to 100 years ago today, because we're coming up on the end of the first hour. So let's get that in and see how that sounds with Roger Luther. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Let's see, 100 years ago. Okay, we got it there. Cancel that. Let's see, we bring it up. Okay, there it is. And Big Jits, woohoo! The moment we all been waiting. Yeah, this is one of the highlights here. I know you all enjoy this. I enjoy it. You know, I have fun presenting this because it's a riot. Okay, let's see. We'll share that, and we got it set up. This is for November 25th, which was Monday, 100 years ago Monday, for the 100 years ago. Let me turn off the scroll here. Turn that off, and then we'll go to present. There it is. We'll turn our camera off. And okay, now this is where this is different because, let me bring my camera back. This is different because I would be reaching for that knob to make sure the volume is up. So this is going to be interesting. So we'll see. Let's turn this up just a tad. Okay. We'll see what happens here. Let me see. Let me. Here we go.
100 years ago today, it was announced today that more than 2,000 turkeys are being brought into the city markets in preparation for the Thanksgiving trade. Market price for turkey is currently 53 cents per pound. The Board of Education met today and agreed to the architect's plans for the new Christopher Columbus School to be built at Holly Street. Population of the city of Binghamton is currently reported to be 78,000. And finally, as a result of a big cleanup effort by the police over the weekend, 16 people were arraigned in police court today, charged with public intoxication. That was the news 100 years ago.
Okay, I guess you all heard that, right? Did that come out clear? Was that did that come out good as far as the sound? Hey, Glick, Nonsensical Nonsense. Good morning. We have Nonsensical Nonsense, Nonsensical Network in. Glick, good morning, you all. And he's saying Happy Turkey Day, which is tomorrow. And Big Chill is saying it's November 27th, Rich. Yeah, Big Juice. This is from the 25th, though. I won't have 100 years ago today because it'll be broadcast tonight. It's always the previous Wednesday or Monday in this case because we're on a Wednesday. Friday I'll bring in the 27th if they have one. It's always 2 days before on the 100 years. You've heard them enough times so where you should figure that out because. And Thena's saying morning, Glick, and yes, it sounded good on my end too, so that's good. Okay, so I don't have to. So the audio I have right now, I don't have. That's a plus. I don't have to do it. Is that what you're talking about, Steve? You thought it was the 27th? Because, like I said, this is for the 25th, as you can see right there, November 25th. Because the 27th, Fox News is on tonight. And hopefully they'll have it there and stuff like that. So I hope that makes sense. But good morning, Glick. Glad to have you here. Glick, for those folks that are listening and watching, Big Juice says, yeah, it said the 25th. I thought you might. No, I don't miss it. No, it's because if it was for today, I put it for today. But want to say, mention sound was good. Okay, thank you. I had a blowout on my I didn't have a blowout. I just freaked out last night with my soundboard. I thought I had a broken soundboard, and all it was is the power strip wasn't on. So, and I guess reconnecting the cables, my sound, a result of it, it's appearing that it sounds better. So, thank you for that comment, Glick. Glick, for those folks that are listening on the audio podcast, for Non-Pod Pomo Day 27. And for those folks that are in the broadcast, Glick has he's over there on Nonsensical Network, and he's over on X at Nonsensical Network. He has a whole slew of shows. He has everything. He has a Monday show. You weren't on last night, I don't think, Glick. I heard on a replay you didn't have a guest, but one of the highlights that shows that Glick does is Glick's House of Music. He has some great artists. He plays their music. It's some great music too. I mean, from these artists. They're not the established Hollywood record sector folks. There's some good one. And then even he has a show after Tony D's Monday or Sunday broadcast of Bell Kings Fantasy Football, Unnecessary Roughness. One of his panelists is one of the people he interviewed. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he's a singer, a very good and not just surprised. So Glick hangs around with some very talented people there. Now, his people that are on the Nonsensical Network, that's another thing, right, Glick? I just had to throw. Just kidding. He has a great bunch of guys. They have their own shows. His best friend that he's known since high school, Jeff. They have a good story. They've been together. They've known each other for a long time. They're very tight. Jeff has Jeff's Garage. Get the Christmas music playing. No, I just wanted Glick for the Nonsensical Network. They have a good thing going there. They're going places and stuff like that. So I'm glad to be a viewer of those broadcasts. He has WFT News. It's too early to say the F word on Wednesday nights and stuff like that. And then Saturday, he doesn't have any. He has his son on Thursday nights or Fridays and stuff. But he has a lot of broadcasts. He does a lot of broadcasting. So, as far as that goes. And Saturday night is the challenge, right? I got to come up there again. And so if I catch you guys on the replay when I wake up Sunday morning, I catch a little bit just before. I've got the earbuds in when I'm doing things, getting up on Sunday. Big Juice says the sun is coming up, Rich. Time to get your shoes on for the big walk. No big walk. Yeah, it's starting to get a little daylight out there. 7:11. That's I think the time. Let's see. Yesterday, I don't. Tina, will you? Oh, tonight, yes, I will be on tonight last night took away me preparing for tonight's broadcast, but yes, thank you for the reminder, Tina. Will you be on tonight? Because I have dialysis. I hope. I will be on. Just catch the replay, Tina. I will be sending out. We're talking about football broadcasts. I do have a football broadcast here during the football season, the 2024-25. It's called Let's Talk Football, NFL football, and it's on tonight, Wednesday night, and I'm on for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I will be sending you the picks, Tina, I'll DM them to you. I got so caught up last night. I'm going to have to play catch up on making my I've got the shell of an outline, but I got to fill in my outline for tonight's broadcast and also look at what the picks are. And then I'll send those out to you, Ted, Tony, Brian, and the like. Big Juice, let's talk about Cleveland Browns new dome stadium tonight, Rich. Good topic I'll have to check that out. They're getting a new stadium. Of course, Buffalo's getting a new stadium. Taxpayers aren't too happy here in New York State, but it's already done. On the history side, yesterday for history, because it's Thanksgiving, yesterday, back in 1789, a day of national Thanksgiving was declared by President George Washington to celebrate the adoption of the U.S. Constitution. And yesterday in 1842, University of Notre Dame was founded. And in 1922, Charles Schulz, the Peanuts cartoonist was born in Minnesota. I didn't realize that. That's my birth state. I was born in Minnesota. I consider myself a New Yorker. I grew up here. We moved out here in the early 60s, very early 60s, when I was just a little tad of a runt of a kid. As far as history for today, those were key ones I wanted to just go over for yesterday. There were. I didn't know about the Charles Schulz. Let's see. In 1924, on this day, Macy's first Thanksgiving Day parade, billed as a Christmas parade, took place in New York City back in 1924. And you know what I'm going to say? It ain't Christmas until you see Santa Claus at the end of the Macy's Day Parade. And wow, Rich, that means you were born after World War II? Yeah, I was born after World War II, just like all of us here. I don't think anybody was born pre-World War II. Trying to do okay. Let's see, 1942, during World War II, the Vichy French Navy scuttled its ships and submarines in, this is in the Mediterranean ports, to keep them out of the hands of the German troops. Back on this day in 1962, the first Boeing 727 was rolled out at the Seattle plant on this day. And in 1970, Pope Paul VI visited the Philippines, was slightly wounded at a Milan airport by a dagger-wielding priest that wasn't too happy with him, I guess. In 1973, the Senate voted 92-3 to confirm Gerald R. Ford as vice president to succeed Spiro Agnew, who resigned because he had a little extracurricular activity money-wise, so he had to go. Gerald Ford became the vice president. Gerald Ford, after President Nixon resigned, became president. And I met Gerald Ford. I talked to him for a good 20, 30, 35 minutes. I mean, casual talk. I talked to an actual president. Very nice gentleman. Very unique story, because he was on the Warren Commission as a young congressman back in '63 when they were investigating the assassination of President Kennedy. So he couldn't say. We asked. I think there was one question that somebody said, "Can you give us any information about John F. Kennedy's assassination?" He just turned and smiled and said, "No, I really can't comment on that." It was a very interesting smile too, but he was. He ran against Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter beat him out in the election. But I had a chance to meet him when I was in the service up there in Hanscom Field outside Boston back in, was it 81 or 82? It was when the then former Secretary of State passed away. Can't remember it. I can't remember. It was either 81 or 82. I remember it was at the fire station. I was on duty, and he came into the fire station, and I thought that was that. I shook his hand. It was just, I was in total awe. You know, this is years after he was actual president, but just to meet someone that was the president is a very, for me, it was a very unique experience. Let's see what else. That's it for history as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a break because we're at an hour and I need to get some coffee here. And I got to check on Jack to see where Jack is at. So things are going good as far as the sound, I guess, right? Let's see. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the feedback on the sound there, folks, because that really means a lot. It gives me, and Tina says, good sound. Okay. I'm very squirrely about how the sound is and stuff. So thank you, Tina, as far as that goes. And Ted Hicks, I'm glad to have you here, Ted, to validate along with Glick and everybody else here. Thank you very much for being here. So even when your things go awry, something there's a little bit of sunshine that shines through. And in this case, I thought everything went to crap last night, and we got a good setup. So I just got to get used to the volumes. Like I said, when I go to present the news articles like 100 years ago and the other news I always have that there was an individual knob. I don't have to do that anymore because it's already preset. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and take a little break here, and let's see what we got to do here. Studio text. Let's turn that back on, and I'm going to go. I'm out of coffee right now, so I will be right back, and you guys just hang loose, and let's see. Let's make sure it's bubblegum. Okay, and we'll be right back. And we're back. We are back here on the Wednesday morning coffee for 11.27.2024 at Rumble Video Broadcasts. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. I still got to check the sound just to make sure. We're halfway through the week. We're working towards the weekend, and it's good to be here as far as that goes. Big Juice with the thank you for the I didn't see. I'm seeing that now in the chat now. The season, folks. Let's dance. Yes, for the music. Let's. He's got some characters here. Let's dance, dancey, dancey, dance with the emojis there. Thank you, Big Juice. This is the one I like. I like this one. I like the walking penguins. The walking penguins, they go back and forth and stuff like that. So thank you for that, Steve. That's always good. And let's see, unpin, and looks like we got a commercial going on the Twitch side. 6 ads. Yeah, we're standing by. We're okay. We'll tell Tina we're standing by. Wow, that's every 30 minutes. I guess they do that now. Let's see. We're standing by, Tina. We'll tell her that we're standing by. Standing by. Yeah, there's ads that pop up there on the Twitch, and it amounts to, like, I guess every 30 minutes after you start broadcasting, there's probably about a minute and a half. I think I can shut them off. I leave them on though. I got to be monetized. That's part of the gig here as far as that goes. So, but I can wait. I'm not in no hurry. I can wait for my guests. I know you don't agree with it, Click, but hey, it's my broadcast, all right? So I know I'm just a freaking old fart, delusional old fart, right? Yeah, there we go. I haven't said that in a while. Yeah. Be safe at work, Click, okay? Driving that forklift. I've seen some forklift accidents in my time. I worked manufacturing up there at Endicott at IBM. So the expediters that would bring the product into the test floor. And okay, you're back, Tina. Thank you, Tina. As far as that goes, they've had some accidents. And I saw one accident like where there was more than $1 million worth of product that had to be scrapped. There were some people that weren't too upset in the executive side of it, and as far as that goes. So, but we are back. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich over there on X. I love X. X is great. I know I've been hearing a lot of voices say that X is on the downhill side because everybody's going over to Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky, but I choose not to post there anymore. I look at it every once in a while, but I'm not deactivating it because of one reason or the other. Some people are deactivating their X's because you're only affecting yourself. It doesn't affect me. It's like, okay, go ahead and move on. It's no problem. X is king. I think X is a great place to be at. That's how I came across Barb Tomlin yesterday, who I talked to for well over an hour, who I haven't spoken to since Blab days. And though she's on X, and I had X Live up yesterday for a test broadcast to see if the Facebook works, and the Facebook is working great right now. Not seeing any comments there, but and I can't see how many people are on there either. I don't know why that is. I don't know. There's no personnel count as far as from what I've seen, unless I'm not seeing it in the right spot. And so let me reset this as far as that goes. Okay. Yeah, there's the Facebook, the real Fireman Rich. So I'm glad that, I'm glad that I'm able to broadcast on here again. So I think that's pretty cool. The latency isn't that bad on it either. So, but people that want to leave X, that's fine, but X is king. And, but yesterday Barb was on the X Live that I was broadcasting, and we reconnected. So that's a good thing to be able to reconnect. And I'm having more activity on the X side of the house, and it's a good place. Good place. I understand people are bent out of shape about it. Fine. Go to Blue Skies, have fun on Blue Skies, but don't come back to Twitter or X and gripe about X. Again, I want to say my opinion is disingenuous. You just sound like a crybaby. That's all. I can see doing it once, but there's people that come back more than once, and not just there's several people, And X is king because people that are going to Blue Sky, they say, "Oh, we're getting a million viewers." They had that back when they first started, and Instagram had that. Instagram has mellowed out a little bit. I think they're roughly 216 million people, I guess, each month that are on it. So you can say right now it's 9 million for Blue Skies, and they're increasing. They'll get up to a couple 100 million. X is still 600 plus million per month. So, do the numbers, okay? Are people leaving in droves? No, they're leaving in significant numbers, but X is king still. So, for those people that say it's not, and it's toxic, it's toxic if you make it toxic, because me and Barb were talking about that a little bit in the green room and stuff like that. She agrees. If you make it toxic, like I'm very selective, because I do get people that want to follow me, but I scrutinize their accounts, and if I don't like what I look, and the old proverbial, okay, I'm an older man and stuff like that, so I get this account, and it's a picture of a nice looking young lady, but there's nothing on no posts. It's been there for like a year or two. It's a sleeper bot account or something like that. I block those. If you have 1,000 followers, or you're following 1,000 people, but you only have a 0, and you've been on for a year or two, I don't want you on I'm going to block you. And the people that make an account that month, people look at that. We're not stupid like we were 5-10 years ago. Those things are noticeable. So you're going to get a block. I don't want you. I don't need the numbers. I don't need you for numbers. So I'm doing my part on X to get rid of those. And let's see. Tina says some people don't know how to ignore biases. I do. Yeah, exactly, Tina. Bingo. Park it at the door and have fun for what the platform has to offer. And people said that about Rumble. Rumble. Okay, granted, it's right leaning, but you can establish yourself here if you're on the other side, the left side, or if you're Democrat, whatever it is and stuff like that. I know I have my moments and stuff, but but when you're really far left or far right, I don't want to hear your crap. Okay, that's my prerogative and stuff like that. So I think I guess in conclusion. Hal's on X today. Oh, is he? I didn't see him pop up yet. Let me see if he's on. Let me check. Yep, he's on, Tina. So we'll see you later. Okay. He's got 8 people on his broadcast right now. Tell him I said hi. I might pop in there after this broadcast and stuff. No problem, Tina. We'll see you later. Ciao for now. And Hal is on. Who's on the Facebook? Let's see who's on the Facebook that's broadcasting this morning. Oh, we got Liam, Jim Figerty. He's on. Okay. And we have 2 people over there on X. How many people we have on the nonsensical X? Let's see. What did Glick say here? Glick is making a comment. Hang on, Glick. Glick is saying X, just like any social media, is what you... Exactly, Glick. Bingo. That's exactly right. I laugh about it, Glick. It's just asinine. The folks, it's like, okay, that's going to be the new echo chamber for a certain group of people. You know how I just said certain group of people? I'm not going to, because I don't have any beef with them. I don't. It's like, whatever's your bag of donuts is fine. But I'm not going to compromise my bag of donuts and stuff like that. And I know Glick and I have had differences in the past. I'll put that out here, folks. We still need to get together to have a beer chat offline, Glick. I really like to do that sometime. I'm still thinking about that. I know you're busy. I'm busy. I haven't forgot that. And it's going to be friendly. I guarantee it's going to be friendly because I guess I get my bullshit ways. My bullshit ways. And you get upset and stuff like that. And it's asinine. I have more fun and knowing Glick because he's out there in Ohio. He's a good guy. He's a good broadcaster. Good father. Good. Soon, when are you going to get married? You and you're supposed to. Your fiance. Did you guys set a wedding date yet? You might. I just don't remember and stuff like that. But Glick is going to be getting married and stuff, and he's out there in Ohio. and he's living life. He's living life good and stuff like that, which is, and he's sharing that on all his broadcasts. And I know he's tearing his hair out because with all the people he has, he's turning some shows. I saw you turn the Monday night broadcast over to Connor and stuff like that, which is Connor's a good dude. I like Connor. Connor's a good guy. And even Blazin and Jeff getting together and stuff like that. So those are good guys I've known over the course of time and stuff like that. So, but I think that is true right there, what Glick has said, that X is just like any other social media platform. I like it. And Glick is saying agree, good comment. Yeah, because to get to know each other. I think, the thing is, you'd be one that I would, we had our differences, but I think, you've probably been in these situations too. Well, the person comes back in the bar, and you sit down and you have a beer with them, and you find that you have more in common and stuff like that. We're both. I'm not as rough around the edges as I used to be, where you still are, because I'm just an old delusional old fart as far as that goes. Let's see. Next October is. Oh, that's when it is. Next October. Okay. Because my daughter is getting married here this next summer, as far as that goes, and she's up there in Buffalo, so will be the big day there. So that's a big day for her, as well as me and the missus as parents and stuff like that. But for the family, it's and that'll be a big day for you as far as that goes, and so that'll be interesting to. And that's and like I said, the bottom line is what Glick does on his network and what I do on my network, and Tony does. We share things, and you don't have to be a professional expert. You're just being real. That's why I rather see a real person and talking about real stuff. I was going to say that it's real proverbial S. As far as that goes. So we'll get together and stuff like that. I'm sure, it's just like I think we're at a far, far better place. And I'm very happy too, to be, to call you my friend now, where before I was just cursing you. I'm sure you were cursing me, said delusional, blah, 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 old fart. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And that's a good time. That's, like I said, those are the bits of information we share on these broadcasts that really draws me to doing this. And like yesterday, talking with Barb, I haven't talked to her since Blab, and to rekindle old connections and stuff like that. So, and you, along with the rest of the Nonsensical Network, I don't want to lose contact. You guys are real. We have differences and stuff like that, but I think I went a little overboard, to be honest. I think I've said this before and stuff like that. And, maybe a little disrespectful, a little bit. Okay. But I wasn't aware of it. I was delusional that night. I didn't know. Can I use that? You're the one that coined it, so I'm going to use it. Okay. I'm not going to beat over the old horse there and stuff. Let's see. What do we got? We're in our second hour here. I spent like 20 minutes. We got our second cup of coffee that I haven't taken a sip from yet. Our sound is good. This is a good broadcast for Wednesday, hump day, as we're working towards the weekend. And let's see. What do we got in the news here? We did have 100 years ago. Is there anything else on Fox 40? Which full disclosure, I have nothing to do with Fox 40. Let's see what we got here. Anything? Because we're just shooting the proverbial stuff here as far as that goes. I don't see anything there. Nothing on all this news, all the news articles I'm seeing right now on Fox 40 and WNBF, which is a radio station. Let's see. Glick is saying, and this is other unique thing. I wish I could post comments for the folks that are on the audio. I'm posting the comments on the live stream here, and Glick is saying, agree. I said it a million times. I rather mend bridges than burn these bridges. Yes, oh God, that's good. That is good stuff right there, Glick. I agree with that. I know not everybody agrees with that. Oh, well, it's my life. No, I think majority of people, you're better to clear the air and mend bridges and stuff. And I was about to break. We back in the thing. So you live and learn and stuff like that. And I've had those. That's not the first time I've done that, Glick, as far as being pissed off at somebody. But then to come back and say, hey, let's. We have we have disagreements and stuff like that. But the other thing, once you clear the air and you understand, because I did not mean to. If I was aware of it, but I was the dumbass back then. Okay, I'll admit it. I wasn't aware. There's some things I'm not aware of and stuff like that. And I'm not using my age as an excuse. It's just that even if I was younger, I was a dumbass and stuff. But I literally can call myself what? Huh? Okay. I'm going to be right back, folks. The missus just made a cube. Jack is here. I gotta check on Jack here. I will be right back as far as that goes. So let me just put this in. And for the folks on the audio side, I will be right back. Let's see, what do we got here? Studio, media, and we will be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back, folks. Okay, we took care of Jack. Okay. Oh, it looks like our good friend Michael Bathurst is broadcasting right now. So let's see, live chat. We're back on the live chat here. Okay, we're back. And yeah, Jack, he's one of 5 cats that we have. And the other cats, they like chasing. They think they're having fun, but Jack, he takes it as being bullied and stuff. So I'm like his cat bodyguard. I'm a cat bodyguard as far as taking him to the cat box so he can do his thing and make sure the other cats don't bother him as far as coming in the back room. When you have that many animals, you got to make sure they got space. And it's just better along the lines to take the time and stuff like that. And Jack, I know there's people that have pets and they just say, oh, they're just animals. No, I don't. I would disagree with that totally, unequivocally, and stuff like that. I have a different perspective as far as when you have animals. And they say pets, but they're part of the family and stuff like that. You live here, but you have a responsibility. And people that just say they're just animals is. I don't know. It's just you're not taking the full responsibility. Why have the pet if you look at it that way? You're better off not having one then. Just as far as that goes. So let's see. Our good friend Glick is still with us as far as that goes over on the YouTube side. I appreciate the viewership on the YouTube side, Glick. And again, for those folks that are watching, our good friend Glick, he's the head honcho guy over there on Nonsensical Network at Nonsensical Non 2. He puts out some good broadcasts. They're very interesting and they make you laugh. Good perspectives. And though I don't know, Jeff, he gets a little long-winded in his conspiracy theories and stuff, but that's Jeff. So check him out over there on the Nonsensical Network. He's on. He broadcasts on YouTube. He broadcasts. What do you broadcast now? You don't broadcast on Twitch anymore. You broadcast. I think YouTube is your mainstay over on YouTube. So Nonsensical Network on YouTube, and also I believe the Facebook, along with Rumble. You're doing Rumble. You get some good numbers on Rumble. I've watched some replays on your Rumble channel and stuff like that. So I'm trying to use Rumble more because there's a big influx of people coming to Rumble. There was who the hell was it that came to Rumble? And there was a few people on Rumble that weren't. He's a gamer. God, I can't think of the guy's name. Let me bring up a Rumble channel because I think he's on the front page. I can find his name. Let's see. The Rumble front page, the homepage. What's his name? Here it is. Dr. Disrespect. Have you ever heard of him, Glick? Dr. Disrespect. I guess he's been banned from Twitch. From you, I watched him a couple times on Twitch, but they're making a big deal. He's on Rumble now, and that's sort of the people that have been here for a number of years on Rumble. He's got a big deal or something like that. I guess he's a very high end broadcast. He does the gaming. He's got the sunglasses on, the freaking hip hop look and stuff. For a white dude and stuff like that. He plays some good games there. So I don't know if you ever heard of him. I know of him. I don't know his full background other than the fact that they made a big deal of him coming onto Rumble exclusively. Well, that's because he got banned from YouTube and Twitch. So why did he get banned over there? But Rumble is where most people there's a lot of people. That's how Rumble got started, as far as for free speech, and because there's some things you can say on Twitch and YouTube, especially if you broadcast music on those channels. They don't like that as far as that goes. Rumble's a little more lenient, and we appreciate that, and that's why I like Rumble Studios. And then again, I listen to the Nonsensical Network, and some of the stuff you guys talk about, you must get all sorts of warnings and stuff like that. So, but if you've been broadcasting as long as I have, and as long as Glick has, and Tony, you know the territory, and also Michael Bathurst there. Those are the three primary guys that I know off the top of my head. I've known over the course of years here on these interwebs, broadcasting wise. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's go to WBNG. Anything at WBNG? Johnson City to revitalize park with state fund plans for working park unveiled. Let's check this one out. This looks like it. Let's see. Glick is answering back. What's Glick saying? Let's see. Glick is saying, yeah, I've seen him. I guess he's got all kinds of hot water on Twitch. Not sure why or what happened. Okay, for Dr. Respect. That's what I was watching Glick yesterday, a couple broadcaster gamers. And this one gamer, he was just starting to talk. He's been gaming for a number of years on Rumble. And this guy has a very decent channel, and but he's not name recognized. I guess it's Dr. Respect. He has the gimmick, the hey, there's Jack. How we doing, Jack? Oh, good boy. Yeah, good boy. So that was in the news the last couple of days and stuff, and it just his name popped up when I was watching some Rumble videos yesterday. Actually, one of them was a live feed there on the gaming and stuff. And Glick says, we do what we want. We are basically bulletproof at this point. Okay, if you say so. um, no, I just like where you were. You guys are, especially your contacts with your music portion there on Glick's House of Music. I'm impressed with that because it's you're bringing, it's an aspect of broadcasting. You're bringing in these musicians that we would never even hear about. I mean, you got some great people on there. It's like, wow, which goes to show how versatile and strong the music industry is and stuff like that. That these people are very, very talented and stuff. And I think that's great that you're able to talk and you're rubbing elbows with some future Grammy Award winners and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That's neat stuff. Let's see. We're gonna go over to WBNG and we're gonna see what Johnson City to revitalize park with state funding plans. Okay, another state funding thing. The state funding we here in our community, some of the parks have received state funding and they've done a good job. So let's go ahead and check this out as far as that goes. And let me turn off the ticker tape here and see what this one's all about here. Okay, here we go.
Mayor Martin Meany announced updates regarding the upcoming construction of Johnson City's Workers Park. The village will be getting funding through the DRI grant to renovate the park next year. Meany hopes to receive the funding in April and complete the project in the next construction season.
I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. The park is really underutilized, and we've got a gorgeous asset right next to the park, which the library is there. So we're going to put steps coming off the side porch of the library down into the park.
As a part of the project, the Harry L. Johnson statue located at the park will be moved to the corner of Main and Leicester to give the statue more attention. The project will also consist of creating outdoor chess tables and an echo wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages will marvel at a variety of performances this weekend as the circus comes to town. The Great Benjamin Circus is coming to Owego on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Held at the Tioga County Fairgrounds, those in attendance will be able to witness acrobats, clowns, aerialists, and daredevils from around the world. Special acts include the Globe of Death, Wheel of Destiny, and the Great American Cyclone. Now, no animals are involved during this circus. The company opened in Dallas back in 2016. Artistic director and performer Eva Rodriguez says they often rotate acts to keep the show fresh and fun for everyone.
I think we keep it traditional in the sense of like the big top and like that kind of like look. And then as far as the acts and like bringing those in, we just try to keep bringing them in and keep moving. And as things change, we also change.
Rodriguez says the show is full of nonstop entertainment and energy. She says you can bring the whole family. Show times are at 4:30 and 7:30 on Friday, 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30 on Saturday, and 1:30 and 4:30 on Sunday. Tickets are $35 for adults, $20 for children, and can be purchased online at benjamincircus.com or at the door on the day of the show.
On the day of the show, and I'm just noticing, did I have my my audio off, or did I just turn it off? I could have been not talking there for the folks that are listening. If it was a dead zone, I'm gonna have to re-listen. I just know. See this new sound setup that I have. It's slightly changed. It's got me perplexed on the mechanics here, but yeah, the circus is coming to Owego, and the missus is joining. Are we going to go see the circus? They don't have any animals. It's a circus that doesn't have any animals. So it's just performance acts.
Where's it going to be?
It doesn't say.
No place in Owego for a circus.
Let me see. Let me get the skinny on this as far as testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay. Testing 1 2 3. Are we back? I messed things up. What the hell? Oh, I got to be careful here. I messed things up here. Sorry about that, folks. It's a Wednesday. I'm trying to get used to this new sound setup here, and pushing the buttons. It's just a change of. I have to relearn instead of pushing 2 or 3 buttons. I have to push different buttons now. But the circus in Owego there, this company opened in Dallas in 2016. It looks like there's no animals, like they said. So it's going to be at the Tioga Fairgrounds, which is on 17C here in Owego. And so we'll see what transpires on that. That's a pretty good article. I didn't think they did circuses any. I remember seeing the Barnum and Bailey circus, and that's when they still had animals back in the early 80s up in the Boston Garden. They came up there. And you were disconnected from the stream. I should be back up on the stream. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. That's a signal. Let's see what happens on the Twitch. Yep. Okay, we're back. I just had to make sure. Oh, this is fun. My sound, they say my sound is a lot better. It's a lot crisper and stuff like that. So, it's like See on this mechanism right here, I'm showing the missus this little mechanism. I don't know if I can bring this out here.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, this is the thing right here. Before, the old way, I only had one set of things. So this is the go between my soundboard to my Acer box. This is and this is a neat little gadget right here. Because when I bought the soundboard, it's like, how am I going to plug this in? And so doing research, I got one of these. So the old way, I only had one set of plugs. I think the CRISPR, I should have always had two in. And it might be because I have a better computer now and stuff. That's why it's actually sounding better. So that's the difference. Before, I would only have these two over here plugged in. But now I have both in and out, which takes away a channel that I was using to control the volume for the main computer and stuff. So that's a Technic side and stuff like that. So it took me a lot of trial and error last night, and it was tired. I mean, I was up until I think 10:30, just doing that as far as that goes. And during that time, that's when I noticed. I don't think you weren't on last night, were you, Glick? I don't think you were on last night. As far as I didn't get the alert because I have alerts on for YouTube for you and stuff like that when you're on and stuff. And so that's the mechanism. So that's probably why it's sound, because I'm actually using the full feature of that Behringer UFO 202 interface. And what it does is it bridges the soundboard, the Behringer 802, into the computer. And that's probably why my sound was it was off and on, but I was used to being able to adjust it on the soundboard. Now I don't have to do that. So it's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. What else? We're going to walk today, right? Yeah. Okay. She's shaking her head. She's having her breakfast this morning. Elmira downtown development kicks off the holiday season with the annual. Well, let's see what this one is. This is on WNBF. No, they don't have a video there. Let's see. Let's go back to channel 34 just to check to make sure we got everything on channel 34. Circus. Okay, we got that. And I'm not seeing anything else as far as local news. Let's see. We always want the local news. You guys know what the national news is, but local news gives me a chance to share what's going on in my neck of the woods here. Okay, let's go to WENY, which is out there in Elmira. That's to the west of us. I am not seeing anything there either. Let's see. Steuben County Sheriff wins year-long lawsuit against county. Oh, that's good. Okay. And deer crashes in Southern Tier. What did we hear last night? We heard like one or two of them. We're here. We got the scanner on, and the deer are running. They're running. So nothing there. What's on the penny saver? We go celebrate century birthday parties. What's this all about? Let's see. Okay, on November 12th, the Tioga County legislators recognized their employee veterans, proclaiming the day as Salute to Tioga County Employment Veterans in Active Military Duty, and further acknowledge them for their service. Good for them. That's on the penny saver. Let's see, WKGB. Let's see. You got any rock and roll history? History for November 27th. Let's see. What happened on November 27th in Rock History Matters? Let's see. In 1970, George Harrison released All Things Must Pass. The triple album included a number of songs that were left over from the Beatles season. It would go on to be certified 6 times platinum by RIAA, making it the best-selling album by a solo Beatle. In 1986, Bon Jovi had the #1 song of the country, "You Gotta Love a Bad Name." In 1970, Black Sabbath and Steel Mill, a band featuring Bruce Springsteen, shared a bill at the Sunshine in Asbury Park, New Jersey. That's back in 1970. A band featured. So before Bruce Springsteen made it big, he was on a band called Steel Mill. I'm going to have to copy that and see what they had for songs. I like Bruce Springsteen's music. We disagree. I think we disagree with each other on the political side. Music. Okay. Oh. All right. Let's see what else happened on this day in rock history. In 1981, ads ran in the British press urging music lovers to stop making copies of albums using dual cassette recorders, stealing home taping. Stating home taping is wiping out music. And I got to be guilty of that. When I was in the service back in the 80s, when I was over in Italy, when the cassettes started becoming king, he had the stereo system before I bought my stereo. It had a dual cassette. And it also had an album. He had all these albums. He had every Elton John album up to like 1976. And this is I was over in Italy in 78 and 79. And I had probably, I would sit down, and that was my studio. I would record. Well, actually only had a single 8-track, but the records could record onto the cassette. I would record, and that was the first time I used to pretend and play that I was a DJ, and I'm recording this music. And when I was doing that, I would, it accounted, if I had nothing to do that afternoon, I would record on a cassette tape. I go to the BX, get a 3-pack of whatever the TKD or whatever the cassette tapes were, and I record some of his, because he had a shitload of albums. And I had my own music because I had to record. I didn't have my Walkman then. I got a Walkman a couple years later, but I had I would just pop the cassette. It was a lot easier popping the cassette than taking the album on. I love cassettes. So when I got my own stereo, it was a Pioneer 1080 receiver with Sansui speakers. I think they were 120 watt. They were big. A tape deck, and an equalizer, and a turntable of my own, a Pioneer turntable. I still have the receiver and the speakers, but I don't have the turntable or the equalizer. I think I sold the equalizer because the guy wanted it because it had some nice lighting on it. But I already had a collection of music that I didn't have to buy because I recorded it. I copied it. So that was a big no-no, I guess. They didn't like that. So back in 1981, the British press was running ads urging people to stop doing that. And in 2010, the Black Keys tightened up, started a 2-week run in the top of the rock song charts. And that's what happened today in rock history. I like doing that rock history. It's pretty interesting stuff. Let's see, nothing there, nothing on KISS 104, which is also another sister channel of WAAL and WNBF. Nothing, the Buffalo Channel, feet of snow ahead in New York. So we're getting it. They're talking about snow. Nothing there. And on same thing with the Power 93.7 WBLK up there in Buffalo, New York. I listen to those channels online as far as that goes. So there's some good channels. So I think that's about it. It's on the broadcast. So we're still holding tight with seven people on the broadcast, one person on Rumble. Thank you for that one person on Rumble. 2 on Locals, 2 on it does show up. The numbers show up on YouTube now. There's 2 people on YouTube. Oh wow, that's cool. I just noticed that. 2 people on YouTube. Okay. So that does work. Cool. That's very interesting. Let's see. Let me check my Rumble or my YouTube page. Let's go to channel, your channel. Let me mute that so it doesn't come up. Okay. Yeah, we got 2 people. Okay, so the numbers do work on YouTube. Okay, that's good to know. And I think this is the first time I really noticed it in the Rumble Studio client up here, because you got Rumble with a 1 next to it, the locals with 2, YouTube with 2, Twitch with 2, Facebook. It doesn't come in. I got to go with I usually see how many people show up on Facebook after the fact. And I'm on the Facebook. Let's see. We had a comment. Did we have a comment there? What's that? Oh, Tony D liked the link. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. He did like the and Barb liked our thought for the day and live life and have fun. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Let me mark those as red. Marked as red. And again, seeing none of them there, let me check the sound. Okay, the sound sounds good. Okay. Oh, there's Tony. Hey, Tony D. And Tony D is in the house. Hey, Tony D, there he is. And Glick is saying hi. As far as that goes, let's see what happened here. Glick is saying, what's up, Tony? And let's see. Glick is saying, no, I was off last night, didn't have a guest, and I'm bad. Oh, okay. It's always good. That's okay. It's good. You just believe me, you're doing a lot of broadcasting, my friend. So taking a day off, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I figured, because I know you got there's been some weeks where you can tell that you're, which is good. You have a passion and a concern for your broadcasts and stuff like that. So, but Tony D is in the house. Thank you, Tony, for being here. Just to give you an update, if you're just coming in, I was racking my brain last night because I thought I had a bad soundboard, and I just showed it. I'm able to bring it into the thing. This doodad right here, this is part of my sound setup. This is the interface that brings my soundboard to the computer, because these are all coming off of the soundboard. The old way, I only had these 2, and I would always have to adjust now I've got a crisper sound, I think, from what I've been told this morning, because I put the other set in and out from the soundboard. The old way, I did it a different way. I can't even explain it. But this cable goes to the, it's a UB, this is the USB part that goes in, and this is the interface that brings my soundboard into, and this is a Behringer product. It's a very unique piece of a thing. So the sound is a little bit better. I just have to work my soundboard a little bit differently here, to where when I bring up like 100 years ago or a news article, I usually would have to bring up, that was a separate knob for that audio. I don't have to do that now, because it's I think I'm connected the way I'm supposed to be, and I've had that sound set up for like almost 10 years now. So we're sounding a little bit better from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing also. Let me check X here real quick, folks. Okay, because I gotta be aware of the people on X. We have 4 people on X. And as far as the comments, because yesterday, if I didn't glance over there, I would have completely missed Barb yesterday. So our little visit with Barb yesterday. Okay, what happened? I got disconnected. Okay, just reconnecting. I would have missed Barb yesterday if I don't monitor the X feed and stuff. So, and then on Kick, let's check Kick. We have nobody on Kick still, so that's all right. Follow only chat 3 hour. Okay. How long we've been on? We've been on. Okay, we just passed the 2 hour mark. So let me finish up here. I don't think we have any more news articles. So let me close all these news articles out. And I think that's it. I guess I'm going to wrap up. Morning. And that's about it. So this worked out quite well as far as that goes, and I appreciate those folks. The only thing is, I can't have the music because I'm running the music. I guess I can run it off of. I might try that on the outro. I'll go ahead. I have no way of. Yeah, I do have a way of controlling it, but I'm just going to stick with the music within the. But I'm going to say. Let's see. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here. Thank you. Thamer was here from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Like to say thank you there. Thank you. Ted Hicks was here, the real Ted Hicks. Thank you, Ted, for gracing your presence here. Greatly appreciate it. He comes in from Long Island. Big Juice Steve comes in from Ohio. He's a Cleveland Brown fan, just like you, Glick. That was a good win last Thursday. Just want to say, the Snow Bowl, real good fans there in Cleveland. Let's see, Smoking Schizo, my Air Force veteran, fellow civil engineer, comrade. Go Prime Beef. He comes in from Florida. Check him out on Twitch. Smoking Schizo. Let's see, who else did we have? We had Nonsensical Network. That would be Glick. Glick, thank you for coming up, and you're always welcome, my friend. And I know you're at work, but if you weren't, I'd love to have you up on the broadcast as far as that goes. And let's see, we had and then and Tony coming in, finishing up here at the end. So I'm just saying thank you to you folks out there in the chat. I want to say thank you for the folks that are listening over there on Spotify for Creators, where we have the audio pod. That's the audio from this broadcast is being posted up there, and video. If I post it up on Spotify for Creators, so when you go to the Spotify client, you can watch the video too if you want. So I guess that's why they changed the name from Spotify for podcasters for Spotify for Creators, because if you're on the live stream, you're a creator, and audio, you're a creator. So Spotify has it both on their client, but mostly if you just I listen to most of my podcasts using Fountain. I told Glick and Glick this. I listen to Nonsensical Network, and I'm earning a little bit, very, very, minute amounts of Bitcoin called Satoshis. I think I get, like, if I listen to for a couple hours, what I figure for an hour, if I listen for an hour, I think I make like 10 Satoshis, which is like not even a penny. But Fountain is a good. I like using Fountain because it brings in all those podcasts that I want to listen to and stuff like that. And I venture over to Spotify. That's a good place. And Glick does that too, and this is something I seen Glick do with his broadcasts. That say, you know what, I tried that before. Let me try it again, because Glick does a good job with that on the Nonsensical Network. So that's a takeaway that I appreciate that. You got me to do, Glick. I like it, especially this month of NaPod Pomo, the Audio Month Challenge. It's really fun, and Spotify for Creators does it right for me. So thank you for those folks that are listening on Spotify for podcasters and on all those other fine audio podcasting platforms. Thank you for the people that watch during the live stream and also on the replay. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay, where I post links to good stuff. And again, we'll be broadcasting tonight for about 45 minutes to an hour, talking about football on Let's Talk Football. That'll kick off about 7:15. I'm only on for about 45 minutes. We talk about this last week's games for week 13 or week 12, and then we're going into week 13, where we have a couple games tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, but we also have a Friday game, Black Friday game. So, and then we have some Sunday games. So we'll be going over that tonight. And I got to get my act together and get my notes together. So Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over on X. Give me a follow or just check it out. That's where you can see what I'm doing on these interwebs. We will not be having a live stream broadcast on Friday, because I will be at an undisclosed location, or returning from an undisclosed location. And for the holidays and stuff like that. But I will probably broadcast later on that day. So don't fret if you don't see me in the morning. I will be posting my normal X posts as far as that goes, as a program note. So you all have a great one. Enjoy your holiday and stuff, and we'll be talking to you. And as always, live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace and take care, folks. And let's see, we got some music. Yeah, we got some outro music. So let's see, is it this one? No, I think it's skateboard. Yeah, I think it's skateboard. Okay, have a good one, guys. Take care. Okay, we haven't gone away yet. I'm figuring out why the sound didn't come out here. Let's see. Let's try this again here. Let's go ahead and try it from the... We're back. We're still here. I'm just going to... We didn't have an outro from Rumble, so I want to check that, seeing that I have this here. Let's go ahead and... Let's do it this way. Let's see if this comes up, folks. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we're still here. We're still broadcasting. I didn't go yet. I'm trying to take this opportunity to figure out why. I wonder if it's because, let me check something. I think my earbuds are off. And are you hearing any music out there, guys? Or if you're still hanging with me? we're just sort of a post broadcast here. So the people that are listening to a little extra on the audio side, folks, I'm just trying to, I'm thinking that these earbuds are not connected. So that's why I'm not hearing anything. So let me check my earbuds as far as that goes and make sure they are on. Let's see. And okay, we got the Bluetooth connected. Let's bring it back here and let's turn on the music once again and let's see what happens. Okay, now we got audio. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and we'll bring the audio in, the music in. Stand by. There it is. All right. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. We figured it out.